action.
All right, so we are going to show you how to do the cheer makeup.
At Spirit Professionals.
We're going to use this palette, and we're going to use this lip gloss. So first off, the best way to get your eyeshadow to look really, really good and pop and be very, very pigmented is to either use eye primer, or if you don't have eye primer, concealer, or you can even use foundation if you have it, okay, liquid foundation. I like eye primer. There's all kinds out there. The reason I like eye primer is the tube's going to last you forever, and you really don't need like a whole lot. And it actually kind of acts like a little bit like a concealer. It'll kind of cover up some of the blue veins and stuff on your eyelids, but then it's also going to help that makeup stick on there. It's going to help your makeup be more pigmented. It's also going to help you not use as much, and it's going to help it last all day. It'll help it from not creasing, okay?
Well,
so
barely open my eyes.
So first you're going to do something like that, either foundation, eye primer, or even concealer, okay, whatever you got. All right, so this look that they showed us, you really can do with these two brushes, okay? Y'all see it's kind of like this is called a deluxe brush, but it's kind of a flat, fluffy brush. This is my favorite. It's a crease brush. You see how it's pointy? This is going to be perfect for that smoky eye part. And then you can also use this one. It's not necessary. This is a fluffy brush, and this is going to be our first coating. The other tip I'm going to really give you is, and I'm going to show y'all a couple things if you do not have eyeliner. So first thing is, make sure you have a towel to clean your brushes, because when you go from one color to another, if you're using the same brush, you really want to make sure that your brushes are clean. If you have face primer, you can also use that on your eyes. It'll help too. So the first color they want us to start with is called Stone Face, which is this color, so in the top right hand corner. I'm going to use this fluffy brush for this, and this is going to go all over the eye. So what we're doing by putting this all over the eye is this is just acting like a good base. This is also going to be your color for the upper eyelid. So you can either put this on now or later, but if you don't have primer, if you don't have concealer, if you don't have foundation, you definitely want to put this as a base so the next layers stick to it. So we're just using this fluffy brush to put all over it. But and you can also use tape. I don't use tape, but if you need a guideline, you can take Scotch tape, and what you would do is you would put the piece of Scotch tape right here, okay? And what you're doing is you're kind of making an angle from where the eye is to where the eyebrow is, so that way you know where to stop with your eye color. I don't use tape because it kind of hurts when you take it off.
Yeah,
all right.
Never do that to me.
So the next step, we're going to use this brush. It's called a deluxe brush, and we're going to use the color Starstruck, which is this color in the middle. A key when you're using shimmery colors is you want to pat them on. You do not want to rub them on, okay? So you pat it. You see how much pigment we got? And then you're going to go, this is going all over the lower lid right here, okay? Another tip is do not do your face makeup until you do your eyes, because in case you have some fallout from your eyeshadow, it's going to get all over your face makeup, okay? So I'm patting this on. If you pat, and we're just going over the lower lid to where the crease is. So from the corner, and you see how my brush just fits where the crease is? There you go. That's all you got to do, okay? And you see all the pigment? Close your eyes. Okay. And then, so when you grab the pigment, you really just want to press, okay?
Other eye.
So same thing here. You start in the corner, really just pat.
Ow.
And you get it all in there. All right, and we're going to the corner. I'm not going to go all the way out because that's where we're going to put our little smoky eye with the next color, okay? All right, we're just patting.
When can I do makeup on you?
Okay, so the next part is the smoky eye part, and do not freak out about this. It's really not hard. Think of a C or a V shape is what you're doing, all right? So you're going to use the color Slated, which is this color. I like this brush because it's very small and it gets right in the creases where you want it to be, okay? So we got our pigment on there. And this is kind of why I don't use a tape, because you draw an imaginary line. You see how it's going in the C shape right here? And this is for us to be able to smoke it out. And I fill in the corner. So you go in the crease and straight on the bottom. So straight in the crease. And then I blend it to the middle. So that way you're starting to smoke it out. Okay? And build it up. Don't go crazy at first. It's always best to go light. You can always come back and add more. Okay? It's always good to do both at the same time. One eye and the other eye, so you can kind of match them. And if you want to go back, then go back after. So same thing. You go up and make your little V. And then you blend it. And we'll do the blending after. And you want to make sure, like where their eyebrows are, that's kind of where you're going to end the corner. And you don't want to come too close because we want to keep the middle of their eyes light, and then we want to keep the outsides dark, okay? So then you can just come back. I cleaned off my brush. That's the biggest deal, is you want to make sure you don't put too much dark pigment. So I cleaned it off, and I'm just kind of softening up my line here, and I'm going to soften up and blend it here. The biggest mistake people make is they do way too much at the beginning. You can't take it off. So it's better to go light than go dark. All right? So blending it all in. Okay, so we got a little bit of smoky. So if you want to add a smidge more darkness to it, you can take Let's Do It, which is this, and we can add it. Same brush. I cleaned it off. And we're going to make it just a little bit darker. But we want to kind of keep this a natural look, so I'm just going to add a smidge on each side of this black color. Oh no, it's about that. Okay, so there you go. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my brush from the beginning, this brush, all right, this flat brush, and we're going to kind of do a little bit of blending.
Is my black eye better?
And we're just going to soften all this up. Just right here on the edges. And I'm actually going to take a little bit more of this stone face for right underneath the eyelid. The eyebrow. And kind of bring it down to this so it kind of helps blend that out.
Are you putting white right there?
It's a light color. Okay, so let me see.
I gotta itch my eye.
Where? You can itch. Just touch. Okay, now, okay, this is, so we can put on black eyeliner. Don't poke your finger.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Okay, so this is where you can use black liner, you can use pencil liner, you can use a liquid liner. But if you don't have that, I'm going to show you what you can do. You can get a little brush.
I already used that one with the black.
Like this. And you can use this color as a liner. I'm going to show y'all how to do that, and then I'm going to use liquid liner.
So one example on this side, one example
Yes.
on that. Do
Correct.
this one for the liquid liner because you need to be able to see better, and then this one for that.
Okay, yes, bossy. All right, so we're going to use Let's Do It. Wet this. You want to wet this with water, with whatever you want, and you want a really small brush. You can use this brush actually, or you can even use, if you have an eyebrow brush. Some people do have eyebrow brushes. If I can find mine, like one of these, this will work. I'm going to use that too. All right, so this will work out really good. So you're going to take the black from this, so the Let's Do It, and you can use this as eyeliner if you don't have any, okay? And what's cool about this is it's going to go right along the lash line. If you get fallout below on their faces, do not smear it. and you can wing it a little bit, come out a little bit more. I'm not going to do a wing on this eye, I'll do it on the other. All right, so we got a little bit of an eyeliner there, okay? Hold on. Would you look up, please?
I'm kind of drawing on my hand.
Just going to blend this a little bit more.
It's not turning out good though.
All right, so now I'm going to use liquid liner on this side because I prefer it, because the liquid liner is waterproof. So if they cry or they sweat, it's not going anywhere. Do not move. Relax your eye. And this is just black liquid liner.
I'm a trained professional.
Okay. And then
Blow on it so it doesn't.
no, it dries really quickly. Okay, so we got the wing liner on that side, and then give me, what color did I use? And I'm going back with this medium gray real quick to do a little bit more blending. Look at the camera thing. So I'm just gonna just a little bit more up here. Just a little bit more. All right. I don't usually recommend waterproof mascara, but for cheer, I would do it. Just because
It's sweaty.
they get sweaty, they rub their eyes, and you want to make sure it's gonna stay. So use waterproof liner, mascara. I'm not gonna do it tonight since Sophie's gonna take a bath.
Wait, what's this?
That's the waterproof mascara. So
Wait.
we're not gonna do it tonight.
Oh, we're doing it Sunday though.
Yeah. And then you're just gonna finish it off with mascara,
What about lips?
and then we'll put on the lip gloss. So I hope this was helpful. Hold on, I got it on your
Wait, do it before I open my eyes, then not open my eyes.
And if you ever get it where you don't want, you can always use a Q-tip. Q-tips are the best. Okay.
Oh God, I can't open my eyes when you put mascara on.
Hold on, let me fix that one.
Oh great.
Look up. All right. I don't even think. Let me see if I have powder. I don't think I have powder.
It's horrible. I don't even know what to do.
Okay. No, we're not going to do any face makeup on Sophie, but then she can put on her lip gloss.
Can I put it?
Mm-hmm. Here.
Yes.
Hurry up there. So start off light, go dark, build it up as much as you want or you need to. All right, smack your lips together. You don't need a lot.
I know. I got it off this. This one's very liquidy lipstick.
It dries to like a matte, so it's kind of nice. All right. Okay. All right, close your eyes, get close to the camera. No, like, close. Relax. Okay.
You say relax, and that's how I relax. I'm like,
All right, guys. If you have any questions, let me know.